I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put it front. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And a good start on the ground. He gets 8.
I had fun at swerve. He thought he would go pay me. I had son to blitz. He thought I was faking. Well, even though I got heart, sometimes I talk to say that. You play the dangerous game, but shit, you can blame. I be in the field, niggas know I'm turned. He be trolling on the net, that nigga over there bum. Different city, telling me I'm not the one. Come to bed and show me you got your ass done. They was telling jokes, that shit wasn't funny. I had me a gun, and that shit a honey. I can never miss him. I put that on wonder. It was me against the world. I kept that shit 100. So that nigga don't fucking fall. Show them niggas who know how to ball. They were dancing on the neck till we had to fucking kill them all. Yeah, this motherfucking talk. Keep me talking down the dog. And I ain't even want to say it's for her. She could go on my phone. Picture me going like you. Yeah, ain't no fucking scream. I'm gonna pop my pills. I miss my neck. They ain't got that my eyes, they tearing it. Yeah, I'm top tier. That's your bitch I drew. I can never fall. I do things I when I'm playing fucking basketball. And my family telling me I had that job wrong. Yeah, I know that nigga ain't
On the game's opener. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun snap. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go, sack.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
In motion, it's Waddle. He's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
60 Eagles, 60. Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
70 range, 70 range. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check go.
Williams to the air once more. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Try to get here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go!
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Go!
He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Check. Mustang 19. 19. Pioneer. Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. His 12th touchdown of the year. An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Purdy works out of the pistol. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. That one on target to Moore. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
You know he got like this when he jumped.
They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Niners 1st down. Throwing is Purdy. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want...
He's got his big tight end.
Drop pick to touchdown
Likely.
pipeline.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Never fails.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown in time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
79 Broncos. Go.
Williams to throw on second down. That is caught left side by Waddle. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Go. Hey, smash Bronco.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
By Nick Bosa. A big loss on the play brings up fourth down.
The Bears sending out their punt team. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's first and 10. They'll go play action with Purdy. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is...
The ball comes out, but this is taken in by a teammate. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Now a shot here, deep middle. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Waddle. On second down, it's Williams. That's caught on the right side by Waddle.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now how about this? It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Oh, and they brought the heat trying to block the punt. But without the open target he was relying on, the punter turned quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball. That pressure helped create a sense of panic and led to a throw right towards that defender.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. And it'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Here's Purdy. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing again is Purdy. The second down throw is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession
Somebody had to
results
get
in
the
a pick.
pick.
You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
They need 2. Here's Purdy. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Williams to the air once more. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on second down, Williams. Catch made there by Waddle.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Third and short yardage. Here's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bears. Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Going up top. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
Did this nigga just...
So we hit halftime along
One
the
hand
lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Nigga hit a Odell? That's crazy. Wow.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Yeah, he did the Odell Selly afterwards. So I just watched it. Goal line, Odell. Oh, Odell. Oh, my
Pretty
God.
interesting first
That
half. We'll
was
see
crazy.
if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20, taking down
more.
just shy of the 25.
Actually, watch my it's a delay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion, it's Waddle. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he will go all the way. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Chicago. The kicking team on for the extra point.
Chicago.
He knocks it through. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's why. Oh my God, the fucking himself.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, the struggles continue.
I caught that shit in stride. Oh my God.
And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. 2nd half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good, and the Bears are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set.
Drive will start on the ground. To the 45. Still going. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They'll stay on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A run on 1st and goal. And this one blown up. Good surge, and you drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole as we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Purdy now on second down. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. That one good for 29.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And he will score. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The PAT, up and good. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
A play fake. Now Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On second down, it's Williams. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun.
Stepped up into
Over the
a
middle
pick.
and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well,
I
to the
like
quarterback,
the habit
they're not
those,
always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. A throw left side taken in by Pope. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Oof, we back. What are we supposed to be?
Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 53 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now Williams. And is caught left side by Waddle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
19 Lions.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Now he'll run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. In trouble, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field.
Here we go, set. Go.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Uh-oh. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. To the tight end, Likely. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, 49ers.
Let's go.
Play action. Here's Purdy. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, 15.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
49ers 34.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. That's Jalen Waddle, who's in some discomfort. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They face second down and 7.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Throwing is Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. Now the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's going to let this one go deep. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And he'll only be able to get to the 7-yard line. So good work by the defense. It sets up 4th down. Now Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's